second normal form, that is 2NF. Now what is second normal form? A database in a second normal form if it satisfies the following conditions. There are few conditions which you have to satisfy for the second normal form, that is table is in first normal form. Here you can see that rule 1 is of same. Be in first normal form means what? The table in the second normal form is in always be first normal form. Now the second one is all attributes belong in primary key. Now in the last session you have already studied about what is primary key, and the last one rule is of all non-key attributes are fully functional dependent on the primary key. If we follow second normal form, then every non-prime attribute should be fully functionally dependent on prime key attribute. It should not have partial dependency. In a table, if attribute B, here you can see the example of second normal form where in the given table, in the given first table, see the first table, if the attribute B is functionally dependent on A, but it's not functionally dependent on proper subset of A, then B is considered fully functional dependent on A. Hence, in a second normal form table, all non-key attributes cannot be dependent on a subset of the primary key. Note that if the primary key is not a composite key, are you getting? If the primary key is not a composite key, all non-key attributes are always fully functional dependent on the primary key. A table is in the first normal form and contains only a single key as the primary key, is automatically in second normal form. This is all about the second normal form. Here one example is given, that is a university uses the following relation. University, it contains, they create a table student record. The first table is of student record, which includes various attributes like student ID, student name, then professional ID, professor name and grade. The first table is of before the normalization. It is not a normalized table. Now the attributes, the attributes student ID and professor ID are identification keys. The following functional dependencies exist in the table, that is the attribute professor name is functionally dependent on attribute professor ID. That is how you can write professor ID depends on professor name, professor ID, then arrow and then professor name, because already seen how the functional dependency should be written. Next one is the attribute student name is functionally dependent on student ID. And the third one is the attribute grade is fully functionally dependent on student ID and professor ID. The above table is in the first normal form. Here you can see the first table is in the first normal form, since all attributes are single valued, but it is not yet in second normal form. Why? If student ID 1 leaves university and the tuple is deleted, then we lose all information about Professor Milind, since this attribute is fully functional dependent on the primary key student ID. To solve this problem, we must create a new table professor with the attribute professor name and the key professor ID. The third table grade is necessary. Here how much tables are there? Student table is there, professor table is there and grade table. The third table grade is necessary for combining the two relations student and professor and to manage the grades. Besides the grades, it contains only the two IDs of the student and the professor. If now a student is deleted, we do not lose the information about the professor. To make the table complies with second normal form, we can break it into three tables. Likewise, you can see here the first table is breakdown into three tables because we don't want to lose the data. That's why after the result after the normalization, that is second normal form should be like this. There is a breaking of table into three tables, single table into three tables, that is student table, professor table and grade table. This is all about the second normal form. Now before starting third normal form, we have to know few things like foreign key. However, before starting the first normal form, we studied about the primary key. Now we have to study about foreign key. Already you all are aware about the foreign key, but we will revise this for the third normal form. That is, in the table, membership ID is the foreign key. Foreign key. What is foreign key? References the primary key of another table. It helps to connect your tables. A foreign key can have a different name from its primary key. The second one is it ensures rows in one table have corresponding rows in another. The third one is unlike the primary key, they do not have to be unique. Most often they are not. And last one is foreign keys can be null even though primary keys cannot be null. Here you can see how the foreign key works. Here in the first table membership ID is there. In the first table for membership ID works as a foreign key, and in the second table membership ID works as a primary key. That is, foreign key references primary key. Foreign key can only have values present in primary key. It could have a name other than that of primary key. Now for the third normal form, you have to also know that what is transitive functional dependency. Already it is it have been learned in the types of functional dependency. In the types of functional dependency, there is a transitive functional dependency, but we will revise this because you have to know this concept for third normal form. What is transitive functional dependency? A transitive functional dependency is when changing a non-key column might cause any of the other non-key column to change. Consider the table. Here changing the non-key column, full name may change salutation. That is, here Robert Phil, if the full name change in name, then it will automatically changes the salutation. That is transitive functional dependency. Now we will see the third normal form. What is third normal form? A database is in third normal form if it satisfies the following conditions. Again, similar to the second normal form, when the table is in second normal form, if it should be in first normal form. Likewise, the third normal form should be when the table must be in second normal form. The second one rule is that there is no transitive functional dependency. As I told you before this slide, you learned about the transitive functional dependency. Change in one thing may cause change in another thing. That is not happening, then it is applicable to the third normal form. By transitive, to move our second normal form table into third normal form, we again need to divide our table. Now by transitive functional dependency, we mean we have the following relationship in the table. Likewise, we have a relationship like A is functionally dependent on B. That is, A functionally dependent on B and B is functionally dependent on C. Then in this case, C is transitively dependent on A. or vice versa. Now example is that here one example of third normal form is given. We have again the first table, it includes membership ID, full names, physical address, salutation ID. Now this table is divided into two tables like membership ID, movies rented, and salutation ID, salutation. Okay. Now we have again divided our table and created a new table which stores salutation. There are no transitive functional dependencies and hence our table is in third normal form. In table 3, salutation ID is the primary key, and in table 1, salutation ID is the foreign key to primary key in table 3. Okay, this is all about the third normal form. In the next session, we will learn about the last normal form, that is Boyce Codd normal form, and then the last point of our course, that is denormalization. In that process, benefits and drawbacks of denormalization. Thank you so much.